In this video, we're going to be using some reasoning skills to figure out how to report remainders. I'm going to show you 4 different division problems, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you what the answers are. I'm not going to actually do the division, but we're just going to look at the answer and decide what we should do with the remainder, reasoning out what makes sense. So this first one is 186 people are taking a trip. One van holds 12 people. How many vans do they need? Your answer ends up being 15 with a remainder of 6. So we got to think about this. All these people are going on the trip. If I have a van that holds 12 people and I know I can fill 15 full vans, but I have 6 people that aren't going to fit into those 15, I am going to go ahead and round my answer up. I'm going to say that we need 16 vans, because if all those people are going on the trip, you can't just say, hey, you 6 don't fit in these 15 vans, so you can't go. So this is one of those instances when you would round your answer up, even if the rule doesn't say to round up. If I had a remainder of 2, I still need to think about this, that 2 people, I need another van for those 2 people. The next problem says there are 186 pencils and 12 students. A teacher wants to give the same number of pencils to each student. How many pencils will each student get? So this is the same answer as the other one. You will have 15 pencils with 6 left over. So let's think about this remainder. If we have 6 pencils left over, but there's 12 students, the teacher couldn't fairly pass out those 6 pencils to just 6 of the kids. And you're definitely not going to have your teacher break the pencils in half. So this is one of those times we're going to ignore the remainder. And we're just going to say that each child gets 15 pencils. Or the teacher just hangs on to the 6 pencils for something else. The third example, 12 friends earned $186 by washing cars. They want to share the money equally. How much money should each person get? It's going to be $15 with $6 left over. And this is one of those instances where there wasn't a teacher to keep the $6. There's not a person just to keep the $6. So we're going to pass the $6 out evenly, which results in breaking the dollars apart. So if there's 12 people and I only have $6, I know that I can break dollars into 2 halves, which are 50 cents. So I'll give each person 50 cents. So each of those 12 people will actually receive $15.50. And you will actually encounter some problems where we will learn how to report the remainder as a decimal. So this one is reporting as a decimal. Our last example, 12 people are going to share 186 crackers evenly. How many crackers does each person get? So once again, we have 15 as our quotient. So 15 crackers, and there'll be 6 crackers left over. Yeah. So we have these 6 left over, and there's no one that we want to give an extra one to, because it says they're going to each get the same amount. So we're going to take those 6 crackers and break them into half. So everybody's going to get 15.5 crackers, because it's that same illustration from back here. We know that 50 cents is half of a dollar. So now instead of reporting as a decimal, we're going to report it as a fraction, which is what we were practicing on our video with division, is reporting as fractions. So the 4 ways that we talked about, the first way was just rounding up because you can't leave anybody out. The second way was ignoring the remainder. The third way was writing as a decimal, and the fourth way was writing as a fraction.